Indigo Park Chapter 1 just released a pretty big update for the chapter. This update not only overhauled many of the visuals in the game, but it also gave us some new secrets to find, which means more lore. So let's jump into this update and see if we can uncover even more secrets inside of Indigo Park. First, I want to quickly go over some of the major parts about the update. The first and most important being the cat is back. Inside the cafe, we are able to walk up and give it a nice pat on the head. The animation looks very good, and that's because they completely redid the first person animations for the game. A few more examples are when we first get the critter cuff, how we unlock the doors, and our interaction with Lloyd. There is also a ton of new artwork around the park as well. Right before entering Rambley's Railroad, not only is the location completely remodeled and retextured, but there are new posters including all of the cast. And my favorite is this one with Salem and Rambley. As we head inside, it looks incredible. Even the gift shop is completely redone. This makes the location look so much cleaner and ties better into the ride's theme. But Rambley's Railroad was not the only revamp. Molly's landing pad also looks so much nicer. I really can't stress enough how much better this looks overall. I highly recommend replaying the chapter if you haven't yet, because it feels like a whole new game. Now, let's reveal some of the new secrets the update trailer mentions, because there is surprisingly a lot here. One of the first small details I noticed when you first walk into Rambley's Railroad is that one of the monitors glitches. It goes from a blue background with a train to an orange background with a car. This could be subtly hinting that Lloyd was in fact the main mascot for the park, which is a pretty common theory for the game. When backstage, we can see an old statue of Lloyd, as well as a sign reading Lloyd's Limos, meaning the park's main mascot was Lloyd, and Rambley's Railroad was once Lloyd's Limos. So this glitch just further supports that because of the color scheme. Throughout this new update, you are able to find a bunch of random symbol codes around the park, like on the plane and some of the trash cans. At first glance, these look random, but they give us some brand new information about the park's sinister secrets. At the very end of the chapter, there is a room with a printer inside. This printer will print out a piece of paper with a picture of Rambley and more strange symbols. You might notice there are the same number of symbols as letters of his name, Rambley. Therefore, we have a starting point as to what these symbols correspond to. Even in the update trailer, if you pause the video during a single frame, the word new is translated with these symbols. So by using this and the Rambley picture, we can start to translate what these random symbols say throughout the park. Although, as of right now, we do not have the full alphabet yet, so that just means there is more to come. But we'll come back to that. So you might be wondering, what do we do with these codes after translating them to letters? Well, the game was not the only thing that was updated for Indigo Park. The website shop was updated as well, and if we scroll down, there is a new terminal. This means we have an Indigo Park ARG. So let's input some of these codes we found. The first code I want to enter is YEILM, and if you rearrange these letters, it spells out my lie. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but I felt it was important to point out. So if we enter this code into the terminal, we get a picture and it's labeled cage. This is a photo of Lloyd inside of a cage with blood around him. But this isn't the only time we have seen a caged animal in the game. When playing the Rambley's Rush arcade game, if you fall down a certain point, we can actually see Molly Macaw standing inside of a cage. Furthermore, during a death scene, you can hear Molly say, "Get back in your cage, bird." Get back in your cage, bird. Molly is known to repeat things she hears, good or bad. So this Molly stuff, as well as the new caged photo of Lloyd, further proves the idea that these living mascots did not get treated well at Indigo Park. They were likely caged and locked away when they were not performing. Now, if we enter the code RILLRY, we get a picture labeled stage. It shows a blood trail going through Lloyd's stage, which is interesting because Lloyd did not die during our encounter with him. He just ran off. So this is probably not Lloyd's blood. Rather, I think this is Molly's blood, which brings us to the next photo. If we enter the code MORAMOO, we get a picture labeled closed door with another trail of blood, but this is the same hallway where Molly was decapitated. Although the head of Molly was on our side of the door and her body was in the hallway, meaning someone or something came through and dragged Molly's headless body away somewhere. Therefore, the other stage photo could be a continuation of this. They brought her body all the way to Lloyd's stage. But who would do this, and why? Well, there are three options. The first being, it was Lloyd that brought her body to his stage. Maybe he just wanted to clean up the mess, so he was disposing of the body. Or maybe he just took the body to eat, as there probably isn't much food left around for a grown lion. The second option is Salem took Molly's body. We never actually saw them in the first chapter, so it's theorized that they are still alive. But why would they be moving Molly's body to Lloyd's stage? I'm not sure. Maybe there is another area back there that we just haven't seen yet. Or maybe the stage wasn't the final destination and they are bringing the body somewhere else. The third option could be that another person took the body. Maybe there is someone still here after all these years. Perhaps a scientist that will use this body to create another version of Molly. But we will come back to that. Who or what do you think moved Molly's body and why? The final code I was able to find is LEERAM. And this gives us a photo labeled beginnings. It's some kind of lab, a photo of Molly and an incubated egg, meaning this could be how Molly Macaw was created. She was made in a lab, which could also be the origin of all of the mascots. It's known that the park got rid of their mascot costumes and created their own new mascots, living beings. So this picture could be showing us exactly how that happened. Molly was likely created in this lab. That being said, this could also means she might not have been the only Molly Macaw the park has. But there is one more important detail about this photo. If we brighten it up a bit and look in the bottom left hand corner, there is a long symbol code. It's super hard to make out what these actual symbols are, so I had a really hard time trying to figure this out, but I was able to spell out release second made. Then, thanks to Banana Lord on Twitter, the full sentence is first to release second made. This could mean two different things. Molly was the first living mascot to be released, but she was the second one made. Or there were two Molly Macaws created, and this egg could be the other Molly. Meaning there is a strong chance we see another version of her in chapter 2. That is all or most of the new lore secrets in this update. I wasn't able to put the full alphabet together with the symbols, so I'm sure either we still haven't found everything or there is plenty more to come. Either way, I'm excited. Did you find anything else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. Also, if you want to support the channel more, you can become a member. Shout out to Josh Combs and Accelerate Mike for becoming members and supporting the channel. Don't forget to follow my Twitter at TerrifyT. Thanks for watching.